Boom, boom. This is Kendrick coming at you from the corner. How's everybody doing today? All right, so we have got um, Fallout 4 Isolation Edition Episode 2 coming at you. All right, so I've cleared everything out. As you can see, everything's just, I cleared out the basics just around through the center of the roads and stuff, scrapped all the houses and stuff, and all the stuff has been put into, let's see, all the workshop here. We've got all this stuff. So that's all the stuff, that I got from scrapping. So missed a few things there, didn't I? So then you want to go into all the houses and you want to open things that you want to take, get some of the, take everything you can find and just put it all in your put it in your workstation so that it's in there, because you get gears and you get all kinds of things that you need to, for crafting, especially if you're going in for a gun build. We're going in for a melee build, so for us it's not super important because we're not going to need too much in terms of adhesive and things like that we're going to need. So let's take the wig, transfer all that out of there. So yeah, so just do around that. So that's really all that you need to do. Okay, and then when you've done that and you've gathered up all the stuff that you want, grab the battery. Another oil can right there. Box is empty. You want to scrap this right here. I'm going to clear out this area here. Okay. So these are your workstations, right? This is for power armor, since we're not going to be using power armor either. This is to armor. You'll get leather armor and stuff in the game, and you can make it better here, or you can things like that. Weapons, this is to make your weapons better. Okay, and this is the workshop, of course, and then they got the houses here. Okay, so what we're going to do here first is we're going to move. There's two other things, which is the food station, which is where you cook your food at. We're going to head and move that from right here. We're going to move it up here so it's closer. Whenever you teleport back into the game, you appear right here in front of this house. Okay, so you appear. Let's set it right here. Yeah, set it right here, because you appear right here. This is where when you teleport in right here, facing the workstation. So we want to put this stuff close to us. Now there's one other workstation that here in the game that you need to bring over that's very important too, and that's the chem station. This allows you to make chems and stuff like that. For some reason they stick it back in here. They've stuck it back in here behind us because this guy in this house right here, he was actually a chem dealer. So this is the chemistry station. So you want to bring that back around as well and just put it up here with the rest of the stuff. So let's bring it up and let's stick it right about here. So this will allow us to make those great mentats I was telling you about right there. 5 charisma, 10% better bartering prices. And you need the hub flowers, mentats, and whiskey. I know where to get. You'll be able to get the whiskey, and you'll be able to get mentats too. But if you can't, you can actually make mentats right here with Abraxo cleaner and fungus, and I'll show you where to get some brain fungus. One of the quests we do has some brain fungus in it. So yeah, so that's very important right there. So you want to get that set up. So now we have all that stuff set up right here, so that when we fast travel right to here, we'll have all this stuff with us and we can do it quick. Now we're going to be having some people show up at this town here in Sanctuary, and they're going to be our friends. So we want to build I like to build. You can do this because it gets experience. So we leveled up. Okay. So now that you've leveled up and you've got a little place with roofs over your head, let's escape out of here. So let me show you. Now that perk that I was talking to you about, if you go into you hit T, which is you see level up. That takes you this. So this is the chart here. It shows our tendon strength and perception. At first, the first one I'm going to take is called Idiot Savant. It's you're not stupid, just different. Randomly receive 3. Oh, excuse me. Randomly receive 3 times XP from any action, and the lower your intelligence, the greater the chance. So, as I was saying before, so we want to take that as our first perk. Okay, so now as we randomly do stuff, like let's go over here and build some, make some of that meat that we got, and let's go ahead and roast it. You don't want to eat the meat until you've cooked it, because it's got radiation in it and it's not good for you. So let's see if we can get it to proc here. There, we see it procced. See how we got 6% instead of 2. So yeah, and that happens with kills, and it'll happen sometimes when you complete quests. You complete a quest with this, it could be like 300 points, and you like get you can actually go up 2 or 3 levels in just one proc. So that's why we do it. It allows for fast leveling up. So we want to store everything in here. It's got 300 carry weight, which is good to strength. So this is what you want to do. We're going to be having 4 people. We're going to be having 4 people join us here in Sanctuary for one of our first quests. So we want to build them some beds too. And we have a chance to proc Idiot Savant on this too. If you ever see a 15 or something proc, then you know that that's from Idiot Savant. So I'm just going to build a bunch of beds here. Not a bunch, but quite a few. Okay, see, it just perked 15. Okay, so that's why you have to gather all the stuff here, is to get the cloth and the wood to do, to make all these beds and stuff. Okay, so that's this here Sanctuary set up for the most part. Okay, all right, so time to head south. So let's go ahead and go in here to the shop. Now, the things we want to sell these gold bars, and also any pre-war money if we don't have any. We don't have any pre-war money. Okay. Actually, we'll be coming back here before we actually go. Yeah, let me store that back in there. We'll be coming back here. Okay, so let's head out of town here. So we're heading south. We're up in the, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Normally there's only a grenade or 2 in there, and sometimes something else, but that's a pretty good load right there. Not really useful except for the fragmentation grenades, but hey. So let me look at the map. If you take a look at the map, as you can see, we're way up here in this far corner. Diamond City, which is Fenway Park, which is where the main settlement is, it's like way down here. So it's a long ways to get to there, but we'll be doing it pretty quick. So I'm just, gathering everything off all dead bodies and stuff. As you can see, guns are very extremely prevalent in this game. Guns are the primary way to play this. You can do, snipers, pistols, shotguns, just about everything. So see, I just discovered this is like 20-some percent, and I just got 62, almost leveled up. So that's what you want to do, definitely for leveling up. So this is dog meat. Now, technically, technically Dogmeat is not a companion because he's not listed as a companion. There's a perk I told you about called the Lawn Wanderer that gives you all these buffs and stuff when you're damaging without a companion. You can use Dogmeat and still not be charged with that because Dogmeat is considered he's considered a member of the crew. And he just picked up a stim pack off the ground. So let me trade with him and get that stim pack. And then I'm going to send him to...
How you doing, buddy?
I'm going to dismiss him and send him to Sanctuary. I'm sure he's upset about that. He wanted to travel with me because he is man's best friend, even though I'm female. So you're saying, why did you choose female, Kevin? There's a perk in the game which I might end up getting, which is called it's called it allows you to, I can't remember exactly the name of it. It's a charisma perk and it allows you to have a better chance of persuading the opposite sex. 3/4 of the humans, more than 3/4, 95% of the humans in this game are male. Okay, so those came out early. I wasn't expecting them to come out that early. Okay, say hello to mole rats, ladies and gentlemen. These are nasty, and they're nasty because they can hide underground. Oh! Thankfully, Dogmeat come to help. Okay, there's still one around, Dogmeat, so don't leave me yet. Even though I sent you home, glad you came, Buck Betty. There it is. I think that's the last one. So these are mole rats. These are your base. Yeah, that's it. So these are basic denizens of you encounter these pretty much, in certain areas of the game. They're always popping up. Mole rats, bloat flies. These are all low level characters. Every now and then you'll catch a nasty one, but for the most part they're just fodder. You get experience points, and it's fun fighting them because you just have to do it. It's a lot easier, of course, with a gun, but it is what it is. We're doing a melee build, so no guns. So that's that. Okay, so we got. Oh no, I sat in the chair. Didn't want to sit in this. Didn't want to sit in that. Okay, so let's go ahead and loot this place real quick here. So I'm just going to basically go through here, pick up everything. I'm going to look into the workshop. Okay, aluminum, antiseptic, concrete, duct tape. Oh, that's all good stuff. Don't really need the steel. So, but yeah, so you want to get those hot plates. Cigarette, that's good. Toaster. Turpentine, scalpel, gold watch, that's nice. Ooh, cap stash. Okay, now they use bottle caps as the currency in this game. Oh, there's mentats. That would save me having to build it. That's good. Okay, this is the Red Rocket terminal. Basically, in this terminal, it just talks about a bunch of stuff you can read up on. But basically, the gist of it is these people just got an award for being the best, the most environmentally correct company. All of their wastes have been properly disposed of and everything. It's called the Trash Buster Award. Well, the reason they did that is because they were storing all of their waste illegally in a little hole underneath. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. That's where they were sticking all their waste, disposable waste. We're going to have to go in there because we're going to get some stuff in there. But there's mole rats in there, quite a few of them. And there's also, there's a fusion core and a bunch of other stuff in there you might want to get your hands on. So it's definitely worth checking out. But yeah, so that's where they've been holding all their stuff. So that's why they got that award. But we're not going to go there right yet. Okay, so that's Red Rocket Truck Stop. So if you look at your map, that's right here, Red Rocket. Concord is right down there, and we'll be going there. I want to do one thing first. Now, weapon damage is based on, I'm using, what you want to get. So you want to get this baseball bat. See, action points are this thing when you go into VATS. That's not VATS. When you go into VATS, can't go into VATS unless I have something to target. I'll show you up here with these. There's a couple blue flaws up here. I'll show you and explain the situation to you about the weapons. You can pick these up and eat these if you're on survival or something when you need food, but they do give you rads, so I'm not going to eat them. Rads are going to be a problem until we're able to get build a device called a decontamination arch, which will allow us to clean rads from us. Okay, so you want to get that chest too. So now there's the blowfly right there. So when you go into VATS, action points are right down here on the bottom side. Now action points, you get more action points based on your weapon. Now you see this security baton only does 22 damage, but it doesn't, it's a medium weapon, okay? This baseball bat does 32 damage, but it's slow. What that means, and it also means that you're not going to get as many action points uses out of the bat. You're going to get more out of the baton, okay? But the bat does more damage, so when you're going up, it's really all dependent on what you want to do in terms of what you're going to kill fast. Up here, this baton is enough, but the weapon we get, General Sword, does a lot more damage, and it's a medium weapon. And because of its 50% damage to machines, it's an excellent in-game weapon if you're going to go against the Institute, which uses a lot of synths, and we'll be explaining synths to you here shortly. All right, Abernathy Farm. I'm just going to grab some of these potatoes because we can plant these at our establishment and get some money. We'll be able to farm them up. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab. This is Abernathy Farm. This is a farm that will be joining us. Let's go ahead and pull the quest.
Hi.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
It's okay. I'm friendly. Not looking to cause any trouble.
If you say so, but be warned. Let me tell you, farming ain't
So he just talks about farming and watching your back, and it's hard work.
Won't argue with that.
And he recognizes we're from Revolt.
Yeah, you could say that.
Good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
I'll probably give it a try someday.
Well, good luck to you then. Maybe I'll see you at the Diamond City Market someday.
Yeah, we'll be going down to Diamond City shortly. It's a main center.
If you do start up a farm, why do all the hard work?
Sounds like bad news to me.
You really are new to these parts. Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried. That's why we need the Minutemen back. And the sooner, the better.
There's nothing worse than losing a child.
I'm sorry to hear you say. I don't have much to offer, but
Okay,
those
so
raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket. If you could get it back,
Don't worry. I'll get that locket back for you.
good. Connie feels like it's a part of Mary. I don't think she'll rest easy again as long as it's gone.
Here for work?
okay, so basically, what you just saw there is raiders came and they tried to extort, taking stuff from their farm. His eldest daughter Mary stood up to him. Right here she is. They killed her, and she's buried right here. Well, after they killed her, they took a locket that she was wearing, which belongs to the family, so they want that back, and they'd be very grateful if I could do it for them. And of course, since I'm just looking for something to do, I'll go ahead and wander over there. It's a tough quest. It's really the first big quest we'll go on to because there's a really nasty raider in there called Ak. Yes, Ak. And she's carrying this huge minigun which literally shreds you to pieces, which is why it's very important to not get hit with the minigun. It takes a little bit of stealth because and a little bit of finesse Easiest way to do it is just sneak up and get close to her as you can, plant some mines, and then provoke her and have her run across the mines. That's the best way because the gun kills you. If you get hit with a gun, it's a minigun and it's shelling out way too much damage for you to survive. So healing in this game is done under the add tab. There's two ways you can do it. You can eat the bloatfly meat. Now as you can see, this big bloatfly gives me 40%. Okay, and the grilled rad roach gives me 30 hit points. Okay, now if you just look at if you look at the meat, see meat that hasn't been fried, like these iguana bits, has 5 rads. Rads are bad. Okay, you don't want rads. Okay, and sugar bombs, look at that, 7 rads. Salisbury steak, 9 rads. See, those rads add up, and the rads take away from not only your health but also your action points as well. So it's better to just not eat anything with rads in it. Okay, so we're going to go up here and we're going to do some more stuff here. Now these are rad stags. You can hit them if you want, but it would take me, I'm not sure I'd actually be able enough. They've got a lot of hit points, but they're not really dangerous in terms. Only the legendary version will attack you. The other ones won't. They'll just run from you. But we do have something we need to kill over here. We've got some bloatflies. See that one right there? So I don't have enough to get sneak yet. So I'm going to try to get as close as I can. I'm going to be getting my next perk when we level up here. It's going to be a perk called Blitz. And Blitz will allow me to engage bats at a farther distance. So it'll make this a lot easier. Right now I'm just activating them and hitting them in bats before they have a chance to act, but before them I'll be able to get into sneak and I'll be able to get multiple hits. The reason I wanted to come here is for this right here. Permanently take 5% less damage for melee attacks. That is such an important perk that you want to get. Taking 5% less damage from melee attack is awesome. Now there's another bloatfly over here on this side of the house. So you get a three. You do an attack from. Look for the wings. Get the meat. If you hit from sneak, you get the modifier, so you get much more damage. Okay, so now we're going to scoot across here back towards Abernathy Farm, which is up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to swing by here, and we're going to swing through here, and we're going to grab all the hub flowers if we see any. So look for hub flowers. There's a couple. They usually come in clusters of 2, sometimes 3. So if you see one, there might be another one nearby. Okay, now remember I said to make great mentats you needed these hub flowers, and you needed a pack of mentats, which you saw I got back up at Red Rocket, but you also need whiskey. Up here in the north, this is really the only place to get a whiskey that's close by. Sometimes you can get lucky and find one. But right here inside of this cabin is the thing, but there's these blowflies that are making things difficult. So we are going to take a fragmentation grenade and see if we can't drop it right in there and kill them. Boom. I think I got them all. Yep, got them all. So razor grain, and got that whiskey. So now we have, if you look in the aid, we've got a whiskey. Okay, so we can make one great mentat, and we'll use that great mentat when we go to the Drumlin Diner to buy General's Short. Now, now if you watch, see those canisters right there, that indicates radiation. Whenever you see those, it's bad. So, but I'm going to go in here to get the meat, but you can see that I'm taking rads. I'm just going to pick this lock real quick here and get whatever's in the toolkit.
Sweet.
And I got it. See. Okay, so now I get away quick. Now, as you can see, I took all those rads. As you can see, my health points, I've lost some hit points. Now, if you go into your aid and look for RadAway, see that's what they give you. You usually get their comp. Take a RadAway, and as you can see, you'll get all of your health. It opens that health back up so you can get it, and then you can just pop a. Healing can be done with these stim packs. You take a stim pack. Now, as you can see, you've got that. So how much? We got 198. And we've got a level. So let's go level up here. All right, the first level we're going to go ahead and take is the Blitz perk. And as you can see, it's right here. That's why I had to put 9 in agility. See this, find the gap and make the tackle. That's melee distance is increased significantly. Okay, the next rank in this is way up there at level 29. So at level 29, you'll be able to engage VATS from quite a long distance. But for us, it'll work right now. Now there's another melee book in here in this Wicked Shipping. There's Feral Ghouls, which is the third most popular Denzian in Fallout 4. Wrong side. I need to get in from the other side. So I'm sneaking on him right now. Sneak is so important. Alright. Got a big one in here. Powerful one. This will be the most powerful weapon we face right now. It's this one right here. Feral Ghoul Roamer. Got him. Okay, so you can go up the stairs here and clear out some stuff up there. But what we really want is right here in this office right here, but you can't get in there, I don't think. Oh yeah, you can. So there's the key for the trailer, and there it is, another Grognak the Barbarian. So critical hits do plus 5% damage. So it's nice that they have a lot of these buffs early, you know, at nearby locations. There's like 9 of these all across the wasteland. So you want to try to get them if you can. If you're doing a melee build, it makes things a lot easier. The more damage you can do. Okay. And we want to go in here as well. There's a Feral Ghoul in here. Just take him out. I like to come in here because sometimes you can get a pretty nice pistol on one of these. No, they're giving you a gas canister this time, a pistol. I wasn't going to use it, but it would be good for me to sell. Okay, so that's that, and let's go ahead and you can run in there if you want, but there's a lot of radiation in there. And all these just for a teddy bear, which you can give dog meat to play around with. Okay, his health paint's pretty low, so let's go ahead and see more rat meat. But we've got some grilled rat roach. A safe. Oh. Yeah, it's this way. It's farther.
Yes.
Let's see if I have enough weight. Because there's a big load right here. That key that I got in that one room opens up this trailer. So there's usually some good stuff in this trunk right here. Yes, good stuff right there. Pre-war money. That's good. Okay, so that's everything close by. So let's go ahead and go back to Sanctuary. Okay, so we're doing good. All right, so that's it for this episode here, episode 2, Fallout 4 Isolation Edition. And we're going to have another one out pretty soon, and I will be trying to drop a video on this on a daily mission to keep us occupied as we go through this isolation here that we have to with all the lockdowns and stuff that are occurring until we can beat this coronavirus. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching this video, and remember to click a like on the video and click on that subscribe button if you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Miss Kinrear, signing out.